Yo, 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 what is up everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. So hope you guys are all having a great day. So before I start, I just want to mention something really quickly. If you haven't already, and if you want to, you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter. I'm pretty active on Instagram right now, so if you want to follow me there, I post stuff almost every day. If you want to ask me questions, that will probably be the best place to do it. I do see that because it's on my phone, so I have it everywhere. So yeah, if you want to message me, that's the best place, either about the game or just about anything. I like talking, so that's why I make these videos. But anyway, okay, so let's talk about dragons. This is really geared towards newer players, or players who aren't necessarily really experienced in the game yet, which isn't a bad thing, right? We all start somewhere, but one of the biggest questions that a lot of players have when they first start the game is, what kind of dragons should I use, right? And a lot of people, when you first start, right, you get all the dragons, you max them all out, right? It's like just like you go to the store and there's like there's a whole aisle of stuff, right? And you just grab everything. There's like a meme on that. That's kind of what people do at the very beginning. And what you kind of have to start doing as you progress through the game is decide what path of breeding do you want to follow? Which dragons are you going to prioritize getting? If you're not using a breeding guide at any level, search up War Dragons breeding guide on YouTube or just anywhere, and it will tell you all about breeding guides. Make sure you're on it. But you're really gonna have to start choosing. So the purpose of this video is simply to explain why certain dragons are better than others. Okay. Now, the basics is there's three types of dragons. There are sorcerers, warriors, and hunters. Okay, this is a warrior. You'll see in the thing right here, you see the class right under fire dragon. It says this dragon is untouchable. Then you go underneath and it says class warrior. So this is a warrior. This is a hunter. You see class hunter. And then this is a sorcerer. Now, the difference between sorcerers, hunters, and warriors is that warriors, in order to use their abilities, basically, let me go and see if I can get to here. See right here. So you tap repeatedly, for example, for hunters, to deal damage to towers. And this is a hunter, right? Just to make sure everyone knows that. This is a hunter. Now, for sorcerers, it has the swipe attack, lock-on attack. And you can swipe to hit up to 3 targets at a time. And you can see that there's a little bit of a delay between shots. That's extremely important. So remember that it will be important in a couple of seconds whenever I get to that. Okay, and then here's a warrior. And this is a flamethrower attack. Just hold and you can drag to deal damage. So those are the different attacks. And that's what really makes each of these dragon types unique. Classes, I guess. So here's the deal. When people ask me what type of dragon class is best, I say it really depends on the flyer. You're going to hear a lot of high levels say, oh, hunters, 100%. Here's the deal. Not everyone can fly hunters. For levels under 200, warriors and sorcerers are still viable. They are still viable. I see warriors flown all the time, right? And I know people at higher levels are going to hate me for saying that, but in all honesty, at lower levels, warriors are still very viable. The reason why, and some people don't really understand this, the reason why you'll see a lot of higher levels saying hunters are really overpowered, and they are, do not get me wrong, is because warriors and sorcerers don't have a way to do intense, quick damage on towers. Because you'll notice with sorcerers, there's this little gap, like you have these, and you see how slow that fireball is. If there are defenders, right? If there's defenders repairing buildings at higher levels, you're not killing anything. And unless it's like Korthanak, where you have a really, really high damage spell, and you can one shot, then you know what? It might be useful, right? You can kill it in one Ghostfire Blast and then one quick shot. So most likely people won't be able to repair it. But if he doesn't have that, sorcerers do not kill anything. Same thing with warriors. Warriors have really high HP. They are tanks. They are tanks. They don't die. Especially Jotan, for example. Now, he's an exception to warriors suck. By the way, Jotan is a beast. But for the majority, The reason why most people say warriors are trash is because that flamethrower attack does not deal a ton of damage. It doesn't. Warriors are not meant to deal a ton of damage. That is for hunters. Hunters have a lot of attack, very little HP. They're very squishy. Sorcerers kind of have like an average of both. Warriors have an extremely high HP, but very low attack. So if there are people defending, or even not defending, you're not killing anything with the warrior. Especially if they're repairing stuff. Warriors just don't kill anything. And that's the main issue, is that the whole point of attacking is to beat a base. But if you kill nothing, like, there's not really a point. So that's why. To kind of clear any confusion, that's why a lot of people will tell you, you know, warriors and sorcerers suck. They don't. They don't. I personally am a hunter flyer. I agree that they are the best class for certain people. But please, if you take anything from this video, really what's going to be best for you is what you can fly the easiest. What you enjoy flying. That is probably the most important thing. As you get into higher levels, as you get into diamond and higher level attacks, warriors and sorcerers might not be as viable. But a lot of you guys most likely are not going to be max levels, max, you know, bases in diamond, right? Most likely not. A few of you, but most likely not a whole lot of you. So yeah, that's kind of the reasoning reasoning behind how warriors and sorcerers are kind of disregarded by some high levels, and when people ask them as lower levels, they're like, you know, screw those two types of classes, and then lower levels just are like solely based on hunters, and they can't fly hunters. And I see that happen all the time. So yeah, that is the reasoning why. That is what I personally think. I think if you can fly hunters, that will be the best for you. It's the most strategic. You can take out bases a lot higher level than the hunter is, depending on what type of hunter. Obviously, some hunters can't do anything, and of course, there are really bad hunters out there, for sure. There are completely trash dragons in every single class. In fact, most dragons in the lineage, like all these, most of these are useless. Yeah, most of them are useless, honestly. I honestly would not use these for any sort of war attack. There are a few exceptions, and I'll go over that in another video if that's something that you guys would be interested in. But anyway, hope this cleared up some confusion. If it didn't, let me know in-game. My in-game name is Odin, just plain Odin. Also, why am I offline? I'm online. Boy. Anyway, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.